Hello everybody, I'm back as promised. So today I'm gonna try something a little different, and my daughter actually suggested that I do this just due to the fact that I like to talk so much. She said I like to tell stories. So last night we were discussing this, and so we decided that we would come up with something called Stephanie's Storytime. And basically it will consist of me talking to you guys about anything while I do my makeup. So I guess I'll just jump right in and get started. Well, first off, let me give a shout out to my first nephew, who was born 2013 on July 23rd, and I actually witnessed his birth. I was there. My sister that y'all saw in that vlog, Tanitra's, I call her Michi. Oh, she gonna cuss me out because I said that. So like y'all ain't hear that. She had a baby 2 years ago, and today is his second birthday, so shout out to Mari, because he is a classic man. He's a classic man. Well, he growing up to be one, okay? Today is his birthday. He's 2 years old, and on top of him being my first nephew, he is also me and my husband's grandson. I mean, not grandson, godson. So I have, how many godchildren do I have? I have 3. I have a niece, not a niece, a cousin of mine that I didn't know anything about being a godparent when my grandmother suggested I be one. I think at the time I didn't have any kids, but I think that year I was actually pregnant with Jasmine, so to speak, when it happened. So I don't think I did a good part on that piece. Then second time I got asked to be a godmother was my best friend from middle school. Yes, she is my ride or die, okay? And we've been rolling with each other since the 7th grade. So that's good friendship right there, okay? We've been rolling with each other for that long, and when she had her first baby, she asked me to be the godmother of her first child, and clearly I said yes. Still not really having like a straight idea of what godparents are. My husband never believed in godparents, so you know, I don't think I do a good job at it, to be honest. I think when it comes to being a godparent to a child, and I definitely know that the role is to basically be a support system for the parents. And I do think I am that. So like, if Candace calls me and she has some issues or some concerns, she has called me in the past and, you know, asked me how would I handle a situation, or have I experienced this with like my daughters and stuff like that. And I have been able to give her some parenting advice. And she was the cutest little girl, little Camille and little Courtney, okay? Lovely little personalities, okay? And then 2 years ago, I was extremely shocked when my sister asked me to, well, first of all, she really wasn't asking me. They were asking my husband to be godfather to my new nephew, because clearly we wanted boys and that didn't happen. We got girls, and he just was he wanted a boy, but after my second pregnancy, he said that he would not put that pressure on me and ask me to try a third time for a boy. Because the deal is that if we didn't get a boy out of the second pregnancy, we was closing up shop. However, because I love this man so much, knowing me, I probably would have had another child. But I have great pregnancies. Like, you would think I was freaking Santa Claus while I was pregnant, okay? Because I'm so freaking happy. And I'm so freaking happy because I am a chick. Well, I like eating now, but I absolutely love eating while I was pregnant. It was no other. I tell you, God blessed me with a couple of extra senses while I was pregnant, because I could literally taste the preservatives in food. I could taste ingredients. I could tell you what was in it, how it was made, the whole shebang, okay? And oh my God, that was just an excuse to get fat because you're pregnant on purpose. So I would have great pregnancies, but horrible deliveries. And my first delivery was the worst. Jasmine was actually 2 weeks early. And I know that's not a big deal, but it's a big deal when it's your first baby and you don't understand all the stuff that's going on. Now, didn't I just say that while I was pregnant, eating was like a hobby to me, okay? Like, literally. I went to the doctor the morning of me getting ready to go into have Jasmine, and my husband lived in North Miami. No, he didn't. Not North Miami. He lived near Cara City. He lived in the Bajas in Miami. And I went to Hollywood Memorial Hospital. Told y'all, the county line, we was close, but not that close at the time, okay? Honey boo boo. I was at the doctor's office, and the doctor had told me to, I went in to get a checkup, and she had said that when she checked my cervix that I was already dilating. And she was like, I need you to go to the hospital, and I need you to be admitted, because when she actually checked my urine that morning, she said that it was high, okay? The protein level was high. So I was diagnosed with toxemia, preeclampsia, right off the rip, okay? So keep in mind, let's go back to this food. Before we got there, me and my mom was actually getting ready to go to the IHOP. We was about to go to the IHOP and get our grub on, and we had my doctor's appointment to go to, which it actually didn't work out so well, okay? The doctor told me that I needed to go straight to the hospital, and she was going to be contacting them to let them know that I would be there, blah, 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 okay? Well, when I actually we went to my grandmother's house to go get my bag, because my bag was at my grandma's house. We went to go get the bag, honey. Okay, we went to go get my bag from my grandmother's house. Good old-fashioned Vaseline, told y'all. We went there to go get it, and my grandmother had just made some biscuits. OMG. Yeah, not a good thing. She had just made some biscuits, and her sister was really, really hungry, and I was actually, Shambhala Hoochie. I was actually like starving. Okay? Literally. Like starving. She asked me if I wanted a plate, because she had just gotten the habit that when she saw me, she already knew I was going to want to eat. And my mama had told her that I was on my way to the hospital, and clearly she didn't know what they were going to do to me at the time. So clearly I couldn't be like eating, because I didn't know if I was going to have to go into surgery. Like I said, at the time I didn't know how deep it was. So with that being said, Grandma said no to them biscuits. I felt like Martin Lawrence for real when she said that. Not no to my grandma biscuits. Like, for real. I was crushed. Okay? So then she my grandma, she told me that she was gonna pray for me. She prayed over me before I left the house that day, and she told me that I was gonna get through this, and I was a girl, and God was gonna be with me. All right, well, when we got there and these people decided to take some more to do some blood work and stuff like that, that's when I was told that they were getting ready to induce my labor, and y'all know the rest. So labor got induced, blood pressure was high, protein in my urine was high. Long story short, 18 hours later, I should have been almost there, right? Not. I had only dilated to 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters, and I wasn't going nowhere else. Then it got dangerous because my blood pressure continued to spike. So that's when they made the executive decision that we're going to do an emergency C-section on her. So that's that. So when I got pregnant with Jada 7 years later, that was like a huge fear of mine that was going to happen again. And my doctor never made any guarantees or anything like that that wasn't going to happen again. However, she did tell me that it's 1 in a million chance. All right, well, entire pregnancy, beautiful. Stephanie was loving on food, loving on grub, you name it, okay? Just loving on it. And I actually was at the hospital the night that I got admitted to the hospital. Note to self, if you just happen to have luck like me, anything dealing with a doctor or the hospital during pregnancy, towards the end, you might want to change your mind and say, I'm a pass. That didn't work for me. So with all of that being said, the doctor, I went to the doctor that night to actually have a tour for the kids, you know, when they do the hospital tour, so the kids know what's going on throughout the whole thing and stuff like that. Well, honey boo boo, the way I was set up, Jada wasn't having that. Okay, so what happened was, sorry y'all. Okay, with that being said, we went in, the doctor saw me. She said that when she saw me, I didn't look so good, and actually that day I thought I was having a pretty doggone good day, and she said I didn't look too good, and she said that I looked really peaked and stuff in my eyes and stuff. So she asked if I would step in an examination room so that she could check my I guess my urine, because she did that thing again. She checked my urine, and to my disappointment, yeah, I had them levels again. So she gave me a choice this time. She said that I could either go home and come back. I could go home and eat dinner and come back, or she could go ahead and start the process right then and there and admit me. What you think I chose? I went to Burger King. I remember what I had that night. I had a Whopper, a regular Whopper, and then I had a Whopper Jr., cut in half with cheese, onion rings, the whole 9 yards. And child, I was like, if this is gonna be the last supper, this is what Stephanie is gonna eat. I am not ready to bow down to hospital food. So with that being said, we called my husband. At the time, he was working out of South Hill, Virginia, and we lived in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. Go figure. So he had an hour drive ahead of him. With that, honey, he gets there, he gets to the hospital, he had my bag, and he was asking me, was I alright, was I feeling like, not good and stuff, and I was like, no, I'm feeling great, actually. They induced my labor once again, but this time they gave me steroid shots because this baby was 7 weeks early. So when she weighed me, I weighed in at a whopping 190 pounds. Did you hear me? That's the highest I have ever weighed in my life. Do you hear me? But like I said, I enjoy eating. My booty looked like how these girls getting these fake booties now. My booty looked like that while I was pregnant. It was 100% amplified. Do you hear me? Oh my gosh. Could have ate lunch on my booty. They took her at 7 weeks. They gave me steroid shots to help with her lungs and all that good stuff. And you know, I was like, damn, just my damn luck. Happened to me again. So prior to that, me and my husband had decided that we were happy with the little family that we was about to have, and I guess male intuition, he said that he just between in like a 1 month time frame, I went from barely looking like I was pregnant to a month later I looked like a Oompa Loompa on steroids. Yeah, I got huge like really fast. And so we had already signed paperwork saying that we were going to do a I was gonna tie my tubes, and I was definitely okay with it. Jasmine was gonna get a sibling, my husband was getting his second child, and I was gonna have 2 girls, and secretly I was being a hater on the down low. I wanted 2 girls anyway. He knows that, so I ain't telling y'all nothing that he don't already know. So we decided that our family was going to stop at 4, and the only way it was going to continue to grow is if we got dogs. Yeah, and that was that. So I loved being pregnant. I loved the feeling, and I was a fly pregnant chick, okay? Oh my gosh. And I ain't gonna lie, currently I don't do a whole lot, you know, to stay fly. I don't put no type of thought into it whatsoever. But when I was pregnant, yeah, I had to do a lot of like planning, and it was like a thought process. You had to think about what you was gonna wear. You had to think about what your style was gonna be like. Yeah. The one thing I regret not doing while I was pregnant was pictures. I didn't do any of like the pregnancy pictures that you see everybody doing now. Like, that wasn't the trend then when I was pregnant. I wish I had did it, because I think those are some beautiful memories. But I lived it through. My sisters, they did it. Beautiful, beautiful pregnancy pictures. Well, one sister only did it. The other one said she wasn't doing that. She wanted to, but Omari came too soon. He came before he was supposed to come. But I love being an aunt. I take great pleasure and pride in being an auntie to my nieces and nephews. I do have another set of sisters and one brother that are my half sisters and brother. I was the only child that my mom had from my dad. Me and him aren't close by far. I really can't even say we communicate. I gave up on that a year and a half ago. I'm 40 years old, and honestly, I'm the parent. I am a parent, and if I had a conflicting relationship with Jasmine or Jada, I swear to God, I would make that shit right. I would make it right, and I would do what I had to do as a parent. And you know, you may have to hear some things that you don't want to hear. You may, and you're gonna have to just suck it up, because it's my perception. It's how you made me feel as a young girl growing up. And I'm sorry, I hear all the time boys need their daddies, but girls need their daddies too, and I needed mine. My mama was a very, and still is a very strong woman, and I admire her so much for that. She didn't turn her back. She assumed the role. And no, on Father's Day, I do not call my mama or send her Facebook posts, cards, anything saying Happy Father's Day on Father's Day. No, I don't do that. I honor her every day. That's who she is, and she will for always be my hero. Always. I guess I am a mama's girl. I am a mama's girl, because that's all I know. So I feel like it's very important for my girls to know and experience what it's like to have a father in their life, and they do, clearly. James is a great father, and through him I get to see what that fatherhood, that father-daughter, I get to witness what that is supposed to be like. I witnessed that through him and them. So it's very important to me that my girls know, specifically, they know that their dad, he has done everything that he's done. His military career, everything he's done, it has been for us. They know that. They can testify to it. He's a good man, a great man, and I will forever be grateful for him for showing them and showing me too what fatherhood is really supposed to look like. He always wanted the kids that we have. From the first time I told him I was pregnant with Jasmine, and we was some young lovers, okay? He always is happy about being a father, and he takes great pride in it. And that's something I will forever be grateful for him. And yeah, I'm just gonna always make sure my children know who their father is. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about that. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna apply these lashes. Okay, as I was saying, my mom, she is just a phenomenal woman. Phenomenal. And I will forever be in her debt for sacrifices and things that she has always managed to make sure that me and my sisters, we had what we needed. May not have what we wanted all the time, but she did come through, okay? And she is just a mother who definitely, when I say she loves us hard, she loves us hard. She loves us so hard that I can recall growing up. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of us four, and I'm the oldest of my other four siblings as well. However, I can only speak on my experiences with my sisters living all in the same house. But she was hard. When I say hard, mean. Somebody had made a comment in one of our summer vlogs because I said that I don't fund extracurricular stuff. I don't fund getting nails done, and I don't fund periods. Well, I don't fund Jasmine's period, but Jada's I do, because she's still under my care. But you know, I said I don't fund those things. Somebody was like, oh, your mom is so mean because she doesn't pay for you guys to get your nails done. No, I don't. When I started doing that with my youngest daughter, she started getting beside herself, and yeah, I had to let her know she ain't about that life, okay? You are not spoiled, and we ain't raising spoiled kids. We ain't doing that, okay? So I basically, you know, had to snap back and say, you know what? You're at an age now that if you want your nails and stuff done, you need to earn your allowance. Point blank. Doing this now. And I don't fund stuff like that. But my mama, honey boo boo, May Rose, that's what she goes by. She goes by Rose, but she turned into May Rose. She don't play. She didn't play. I told my mama as a grown woman, one day we was talking on the phone, and we was just talking about, you know, how she raised us and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, you know what? I said, she was much more lenient on my baby sister, okay? 'Cause she tried to get away with murder, but the big sister wasn't having that, and I didn't even care that we lived distances apart. I was not having it. I was very involved, okay? Because her and Jasmine are very close in age. I would be on it, and I would tell on her in a heartbeat, okay? If it's gonna save her from some type of heartache, pain, or whatever the case may be, even save her from getting in trouble, yes, I would put her on blast, and I used to be riding her butt too, okay? But I told my mama one day, I said, you were so mean. I swear she was kin to the devil. The devil. That's how mean she was, okay? My mama came to my middle school because I thought I was grown and went to a Halloween dance that I was not supposed to go to, okay? But because I was trying to be slick and be grown, I asked my aunt Maddie, I asked her, could I go to the dance? Yes, baby, you can go to the dance. She gave me money, everything, okay? Told me to have fun and everything. A friend of mine had told my mama where she could find me because my mama had got off work early that day, and I was supposed to be at my grandma's house waiting. My mama pulled up, and just so happened my friend was on the street. She was on the street, okay? And she said, son, where's that? She said, oh, she at the Halloween dance. May Rose came out to the middle school. You would have saw she walked in there like she was the Incredible Hulk. Do you hear me? Bust the door open. When I say bust the door open, it wasn't so dramatic to the point that everybody stopped dancing and all the lights came on. No. What made it dramatic was when it's like her radar went off. Soon as she saw me, she had tunnel vision. She came over. The shorty I was dancing with, she jacked him up, okay? Jacked him up, told him to get his life, and told him if he ever saw him near me again, there's gonna be issues. Then she snatched me, took me out the cafeteria that the dance was at. Then this is the dramatic part. Just so happened, everybody bum rushes to the window of the cafeteria where my mama is standing outside talking to me and cussing me out and fussing at me, and she slapped the taste off my lips, literally. Let's just go and say bona fide, she slapped the shit out of me, okay? She slapped me. Everybody saw it. The whole middle school was at this dance, okay? Everybody saw it. She yeah, she let it be known that she was the boss and don't try her, okay? That, let's just say that was the last time like I really tried her like that, and I ain't try her no more. She then she then told me that I was taking my butt to school on that Monday. Don't try to play sick, because you will be there. When I got back to school on Monday morning, do you know how many kids came up to me and asked me, no, ain't asked me, told me that if they was me, that they would have slapped their mama back. You really did not want to live if you was talking about slapping your mama back, yet alone slapping my mama back. Child, boo. You got better chance at playing the lotto than playing with Mayrose, okay? She went off on me, and I swear, that followed me throughout my entire rest of my school life. Oh my gosh. All the way up until I was a senior in high school, people were still talking about the slap that was heard around the world. And that happened to me on Stephanie's face. Yeah. My mama did not play. And you know what? Can't stop blaming. So, with that being said, when I say she was kin to the devil, that's normally where that comes from. She was kin to the devil. However, I never went without. She always provided. And she was overall, mama, if you watching this, the best mama a girl could ever have. You have your ways, and you can be a little special sometimes. However, to a fault, you will always be the best mama, the best. And I thank God for you, because I was able to experience a grandmother that I will never ever forget. A piece of her lives within me, and clearly a piece of you live in me too, because I don't play the radio with my kids either. I have a different approach compared to you. However, I still get it done. So, mama, you did good, and you should really feel proud of the 4 girls you raised. You should really feel proud, and I know you do. So, you are not about to make me cry, mama, okay? Because you was not here. So I'm gonna let these tears dry up. But no, I love you dearly. I do. And I'm thankful for the time that God gives you with us. I really do. Jasmine and them always tell me they would die, and they might as well plan 2 funerals if something ever happened to me, because they don't think they'll go on. And I told them that they will. They'll go on. It may be hard, but they will live on. And my mama, one of a kind. I know my husband always says that he loves the relationship that I have with my mother and my siblings. He says that, you know, he wants that. And I keep telling him, I feel like one day it will happen, and you just gotta let everybody come into their own, because if you press it or you push it, failure, ultimate failure. So with that being said, y'all, I am done. Oh, I am done with this face. and I kept it neutral, and I kept it cute, and I am finished. I hope y'all enjoyed Storytime with Steph. And I guess I'll see you in the next vlog or the next Storytime with Steph. I hope y'all enjoyed this, for real though. If you like this type of get ready with me, make sure to thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. And be sure to rate and comment. All right? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.